Hey guys, Tyler here. Switching up a bit more today with Hexcells. This is basically hexagonal Minesweeper. So for those who follow the channel, know that I love Minesweeper, but this is like a very polished version of hexagonal Minesweeper that's a lot of fun. I'm going to go through the rules real quick and then I'm going to go to a hard level. So here's how the game works. There's a number in a cell. It tells you how many adjacent cells are blue. So if there's a 6, all 6 adjacent cells will be blue. If there's a 0, none of them will be blue. And then there's a little mini puzzle over here. So all 3 of the adjacent hexes have to be blue. So you can deduce that with logic. We know that the 2 has 2 blue cells next to it. So you can unmark the rest. And now there's only 2 blue cells left for the 4 here. So there's a couple other rules I want to explain. Hopefully I'll get a chance to show them. All puzzles can be solved without guessing. Yes, that's a big feature of it. I'm gonna hop around and find some of the other rules. All right, a number inside brackets tell you that the blue cells are consecutive. 3 inside a bracket, it has to be 3 in a row. 2 inside a bracket has to be 2 in a row, so we know it can't be here because it just 2 in a row does not reach that far, and this 1 shows us it will be here. So we want to keep marking the blue cells. If there's 2 in a row, we know that it's the middle one because it's either these 2 or these 2. So I will mark this. And then that'll help out the 3 in the row. And then we can mark off the rest, and a bunch of zeros will bring us down to here. Still a couple more rules, but they're all as intuitive as these. In addition to brackets, there's dashes that numbers can be inside, and it tells you that the blue cells are not consecutive. Now, it doesn't mean that every blue cell needs to be separated apart, but it just means that you can't have all of them in a row. So if there's a 2 with a dash in between, they just can't be next to each other. So we can deduce it comes to this, and then we can work out the right side pretty easily. The middle 2 with the dash is simple because this one is on an island, so we know this one isn't going to be 1. And then I can mark this here, and then it says 2, so that's complete. And then we can use the 2 and the 1 together. The 2 means that one of these 2 has to be a blue cell, meaning that if this was a blue cell, this 1 would be overworked. So we get rid of it, and we can deduce it. And the last rule I think we'll be working with is the numbers outside the hexagons. You can click on them and it'll show a line, and the number shown is the amount of blue cells within this line. So 5 means there's going to be 5 blue cells within this line, and you can get rid of it. 0 means there'll be nothing. Now these numbers can also have brackets and dashes, and they work the way you think they would. You know, if it's in brackets, then the ones in a line cannot be consecutive. They have to be consecutive. Then if they're dashes, then they cannot be consecutive. Let's see if we can do an example of that. Here's an example of that, 5 in a row. So this is kind of nice. 5 in a row in a column of 8. Now, no matter how you spin it, the 2 in the middle are always going to be blue, because at most they could be the top 5, which include the middle 2, or the bottom 5, which also include the middle 2. There is no way around it. And that helps us solve this 1 that's a diagonal, so we can just mark off the rest of them. I don't need it. There's a 0 that showed up right here. I can get rid of a couple. And now we have this 2. It already has 2 blue cells, so we can mark that off. This 1 has only 1 possible spot for a blue cell. That means we can solve this 2 here, and there's 2 blue cells already, so I can get rid of it now. Let's see what else. Well, this 4 in the top right forces these 2 to be blues. That's the only way we can get to 4. And now this 2 is complete. We can just mark off the rest. Goodbye 2. Now this 1 has only 1 possibility. I will do it right there. And now this 4 forces this to be a blue. And now this 1 in the column has already been solved. It has this 1 blue. Let's mark those off. Get rid of it. We have this 2. Actually, we have this column of 3. Make it easy. We'll mark both these as blue to satisfy it. This 1 has already been solved and is a 0. And a 2 means that both of these have to be blue. And this 2 over here means this also has to be blue. This 3 means this has to be blue. The 2 is now complete. The 2 is now complete, and we mark this as blue. This column is now complete with the blue on the bottom. I can mark these 2 off, get rid of the 1. This 2 is complete, and so is this 1. And actually, this whole column was complete anyway. And actually, because this is 5 in a row, I can mark this as 5 in a row. And now it's just easy pickings, clearing this all off. There we go. That's the gist of it. Let's go to a custom level now. So the main campaign's cool and all, don't get me wrong, but I gotta unlock the harder levels if I want to get to them. There's user-made levels in this game, which is absolutely sick. And I'm going to pick the top-rated hard level. So this is moderately more difficult than what we're used to. But don't worry, it's not that daunting. It's just a lot of logical deduction. Here, let me move so you can see everything. Alright, in order to solve this one, I've become Tiny Tyler. So the first thing to note is that there is a 0 right here. The 0 marking off 2, so neither of these can be blue cells. We have a 4, so all 4 of these are going to be blue, and that also completes the 2 right there. So I will mark it off, also completes the 1. Not too bad. We got 2 with the dashes, meaning they cannot be in a row. So as long as that's not blue, the 3 with the dashes means all 3 cannot be in a row, so that takes care of it. The 1 is already complete, so let's clean that up. Now I have a 3 up here, and both of these have to be blue. We're getting somewhere. And now this 3 with the dash has to be a blue down here, otherwise we won't get the 3. The 2 with the dash is complete, and it gives us a 1, and it gives us question marks. Sometimes we get question marks because it's not going to be that easy solving everything. So it means we're going to have to go elsewhere for now, but at least we'll have a start. Alright, so I'm looking at these 3 2s in the bottom left corner. I think there's something about them. If I think a couple steps ahead, I should be able to deduce. So I don't think that... Actually, this cell can't be blue, because then this cell would have to be blue, and then neither of these cells would be blue. And then because this has to be 2 in a row, both of these would have to be blue, but then I would have 2 blue cells in a row in this diagonal, which would be illegitimate, meaning this has to be not 1. And because now I have 3, and there's 2 in a row, this is always going to be blue, and then this is never going to be blue. And that's a 0, which is very helpful. And now because this diagonal is 2 that are not in a row, it has to look like this. And now this column is complete. And then this, I misclicked. It's obviously, this is a blue, and I pressed the wrong mouse button. So now that gives us a 3 that are not in the row, so neither of these can be blue, meaning this has to be blue. And now I have a 2 that's complete. And now I have a 1 that's complete, and now I have a 2 with a break in between, and now I have a 4 which we can fill up. Now there is one mechanic I didn't show you guys, but it's not too hard to grasp. I have a 5, and if you click on it, it makes this larger hexagonal area. All it's saying is that there are 5 other blue cells inside this area, not counting the one with the 5. So currently there's 3, and what we know are that these remaining 4 cells house, well, 2 blue cells. That's all we know. Can I do much with it? Well, how about I work on this 3 right here? It can just be completed. And this diagonal is a 5 with a break, which means both of these have to be breaks. And any one of these could be blue now. We don't know which. I have a 4 on the edge here, so I can surely mark all these blue. And I think this 5 is now complete. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, meaning that this is not a, well, a blue. 4 in a row has to mean that this one is blue. I have a big 9. We're getting a little bit more tricky now. What I can do, though, is this 4 in a row. We have 4 in a row right here because I couldn't have 4 in a row down there. It just adds up. We have a 1, which is now complete, and then we can complete this 3. Looking very nice. So now I have this 3 with a break. So again, it can't be 3 in a row, which means it looks like this. And now this 5 in a row is complete. Or not 5 in a row, this 5 dash is complete. So thank you very much. This 2 right here is complete. All right, I have a 2 with a dash, which means it has to look like this. A 6 hexagon. I mean, this could be anything. I know my 3 is complete, so I'll take the 4. And what else am I working with? Well, I do have a 2 with the brackets at the bottom. I can mark both of those safely as blues. Doesn't really do much for me, but I'm keeping an eye on this 7. I'm up to 5 in this diagonal, getting awfully close. How am I doing on this 9? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, and would you look at this? The 8th one has to be attached to the 4, and the 9th one has to be attached to the 3, meaning all 3 of these are not blue. So now I have this 4 here with the dash. If this was blue, they would all be in a row, negating the dash. This has to be empty, and this has to be blue. So I can complete the 3, and I can complete the 4, so I'll just get rid of this 9. Now I have 6 out of 7 in this diagonal, which leads us to this 2 with the brackets. If the 2 in the brackets had both of these be blue, there would be 8 in this diagonal, and the 7 would be invalid, so it has to be these 2. And I can just get rid of those. This 1 below it is complete, this 2 is complete, and this 1 is complete. All right. I'm going to head a bit more up. Let's see. I got a 3 here. Both of these have to be blues. I have another 3 that's complete, a 2 that's complete, a 2 with a break, and now a 5. 5s are fairly easy. Now that they're surrounded by blues, there's not much more to do. So let's come to this 6. With this 6, well, it's actually pretty complete. I have 4 already included in the 6. The 5th one has to be attached to this 3, and the 6th one has to be attached to this 4. So that means all 3 of these are just fine. They're chilling. Can I do much with it? Well, I'd like to hope so. So I think the next order of business is actually the 4 right here. So because exactly one of these 3 is going to be blue, at most one of these 2 can be blue, which means that all 3 of these have to be blue, and then the 4th one is one of these 2. Because the 4th one is one of these 2, it's not this one. And that's a 5. That's a good number I can work with. That means all 5 of these are blue, generally making my life easy. That's a 3, locking this one in here, and I think this completes the 6. We do have 6 in here. Okay, I have a 3 that's complete. I have a 3 that can guarantee both of these are blues. I now have a 2 that's complete. I now have another 2 that's complete. I have a 3 in a row that's not too bad. Another 3 in a row, thank you very much. A 2 with the break, so I know this one's not a blue, and I know that this one's not a blue. That's a 5. All 5 in a row is wonderful. And this 2 with the break is now complete, and I can complete the other 2 with the break. Let me look at this 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So the 10th one cannot be next to the whole shebang. So from those, I have a 2 that is now complete up top, and I have a 3 dash, meaning that this one is not a blue. A 5 means that all of these are blue, and now this 3 with a dash is complete, and it looks like the 10th one is up top. So now this 1 is complete. Unlocking a 4, and because this is a 4, it leaves us no choice but to make all 4 of those blues. Now I have a 9 down here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Already done. How about this 4 with a dash? This one cannot be blue because of the 4 with the dash. That is a 6. Alright, making my life simple. Not too much more to be done there. I wanted to actually look at this 5 because it looks like it's complete. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And now... 2 and the 1 actually don't do anything somehow. Is this 7 complete yet? No, it's not. How about this 9? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yes, that is complete. I have 4 with the dash, meaning both of these are not blue, and then this is a blue. I do have 2 complete 2s, which I can deal with now. And now this 4 with the dash forces this to be a blue. That's a 10. All right, biggest numbers so far. But at least I have some complete numbers I can deal with. I want to deal next, though, with this 9. I think it's closest. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 in here. And I know that 2 of them are blue. And actually, no, let me come to this 2 with the dash. It has to be this formation. And this 2 is now complete. And I have a 4 that is now all blues. And this 1 is now complete. I have a 2 with the dash, forcing this to be freed up. It's coming together very nicely. Got a 1 that's complete. I have a 2 with the dash. I have to space them apart. A completed 2. I completed 1. Another completed 1. And I have a 3, which means all 3 of these can be blue. Now, this 2 with the dash means that, again, they can't be adjacent. That's a 5. Good number. And I get an 11. Wonderful. Okay, well, I have a completed 2. Question mark, right. Well, I have a 2 closer to the middle that's more complete. I will free those up. A 3 forces both of these to be blues. Okay, here's something. The 7 is almost complete. I have 6 blues in the diagonal, and I have a 2 right here. So one of these 2 has to be a blue because it's a 2, but not both. Not both, meaning that this one's a 2. And exactly one of these has to be a blue, meaning that all 4 of these are non-blues. And I have a 0 here, but I was also going to draw your attention to this 2 with the break is now complete. I can get rid of it. I have a 3 here that forces both of these to be blues. I have a 4 here that forces all of these to be blues. And how is this 7 doing? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Well, I have a 2 that's complete. And let me recount. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that means this is the final square. It must be a 7. The 7 is complete. I have a 3 here, which is now complete. A 5, which we can complete very easily. I wanted to come to the top. The 7 is complete. I have a 2 next to the 7 that is complete. I have a 2 in a row, which we can solve easily. A 3 is not that automatic. How about this 9 right here? I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. out of 9. But believe it or not, I can't actually do much more with that. I have a 1 in the bottom right that's complete, a little bit of progress, and a 0 makes life easy. A 2 we can complete easy, another 2 I can complete easy, a 3 that's complete now, a 4 means all these are blues, that's a 5, let's count, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 already in here, so this is taken care of. How is this 10 doing? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, this 10 we can deal with. There's only 5 blues and 5 possible spaces left, meaning all of these are blues. Very nice. That means this little 2 here is complete. Let's check out the top section. I have a 4. There's already 2 in here, so 2 out of these 5 are blues. I think that's important because of the 6 here. It can kind of overlap. So the 6 has 1, actually, yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 2 out of these 5 are blues. That completes 6, meaning both of these are empties. So that means I have a 5, which I can deal with very nicely. And now I said 2 out of these 5 were blues. That means the rest have to be non-blues. That means this 4 is now complete, and this 6 is also complete. This 1 is complete, and I have 3 not in a row. That's taken care of. The 2 is now complete, and I have 2 with a break, which is simple enough. I have a 6. How's that doing? That is complete. There are 6 in there. Very nice. I am surprised that's all I can do there. No, actually, I have a 1 now that forces one of these 2 to be blue, and that would complete the 2 because it's already having a blue, meaning that if one of these were blue, then neither of these would be blue, and then the 1 would be unsatisfied. So that reveals a completed 2 and marks a blue there. I have a 2 with a break, and it reveals a 4, which I can complete easily. We can complete the 2 now. We can complete this 1. 3 in a row is easy and complete, and now I got the left side. How about this diagonal 5? There's already 5 blues in this diagonal, allowing us to mark this all up. Okay. Somehow it doesn't let me do that much. No, it does. There's a 3 and a 2 next to each other. So both of these have to be blue because only one of these could be blue. If both of them were blue, the 2 would be invalid. Now, what's nice is that because one of these have to be blue, this also has to be empty, revealing a 4, which I can now deal with quite easily. And the 2 is now completed. So I have an 8. How about this 10? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. One of these 3 is blue, and because of this 1, one of these 2 is blue, meaning this is not blue. And 2 with the break is easy to work with. I can clear that up nicely. The 10, hold on, now has 10, meaning this is not a blue. Goodbye. This 2 up here is complete, and so is this other 2 up here. And now I have 2 with a break, easy to work with. A regular 2, we can complete that nicely. I have a 3 and a 1 opposed to each other. So this one has to be blue, and then one of these 2 has to be blue, meaning this is never blue. A 4 means all 4 of these are blue, and this 1 is complete, and I have a 2 up here that's complete, another 2 that's complete, and a 4 that's easy to do. I'm gonna exit this section, come on over to this 4 here. It means these 2 have to be blue. Let me check on this 8. How's it doing? I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 already, so both of these have to be empty. Get rid of that. I have a 4 that I actually can't do too much with. How about the 9? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Alright, so we have a big 3 hexagon, and that includes 2 cells that are right next to this 2, and that would be the 3rd blue for this area, meaning both of these are non-blues. And now, because exactly one of these is a blue, this 3 means that these 2 have to be blues. Okay. How about this 3? Well, I know that one of these 2 has to be a blue, and then one of these 5 has to be a blue, just to make the 3rd for the 3. And then how about this 6? How about this 6? I have 1, 2, an implied 3rd, an implied 4th, and then 2 other cells, and both of these have to be blue. That's all I can figure so far. How about this 14? I have 5, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, meaning this is now complete. The biggest number has been taken down. I have a 2 that is now complete. A 2 with a break is easy. A regular 2 is complete. How about this 7? I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So one of these 6 is a blue. And that's all I know. Well, because it's only 1, I can't have both of these be blue due to the 2 in a row, meaning both of these have to be blue, and these are not blue. The 2 means both of these are blue, and... well, I have a 1 diagonal, making both of these be empty. That's a start. I have a 1 here. So remember this implied 1? It was one of these 4 now is a blue, and I have a 1 meaning one of these 2 is a blue. That means these 2 are never blues. This 4 means this is a taken care of, and I'm pretty sure this 3 is complete, and the 7, let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, meaning that this must be blue. The 7 is now complete. And I think that does make this empty, and then both of these 3 and 6s should be dealt with. This 5 has 3 to go. That actually might be important because I have an 11 and a 9 down here. So this 11 is currently at 8, meaning that 3 out of these 5 are blue. And then I have this 9, which has 1, 2, 3, basically 2 out of these 6 are blue. And I know that 2 out of this column of 3 are blue, meaning none of these 3 are blue. Now let me come back to this 11 again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. All 3 of these have to be blue to complete the 11. And then did it complete the 9 as well? It did complete the 9. Very nice. And is this 5 complete? It is now. This one has to be blue. That completes the 5. This 2 with the break means that this cannot be. And it's a 3 in a row, which makes life pretty easy. I have 2 in a row, also making life easy. And then we have to complete this 2 with the break. Get rid of that. This 4, I have 1, 2, 3 already, so there's only a 4th one to go. I have this 3 here, meaning one of these 2 has to be blue. That means we can eliminate the other ones. And we can eliminate one up top. So there's 2 not in a row. We can eliminate those, and then I can force this to be blue, getting rid of the 4. I have a completed 3. I have a 2 with a break. I have a completed 1. I can now complete the 2. I have a 5. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 already. Completing this 5. Isn't it crazy how this just all comes together? It's truly remarkable. Now what's interesting is that I'm pretty sure this cell cannot be blue, because that would satisfy the 9, but it would also satisfy the 7, meaning that both of these would have to be not blue, and then at most only one more in this column could be blue, making the 9 not satisfied, meaning this has to be empty. Which means this 9 forces this to be blue, and now this 7 still needs the blue, so we have the 7 here. So now, is it 9? It is 9, meaning this is not blue. 2 in a row, I can work with that. And that means neither of these are blue. And now can I narrow this down? I have 3 to go. Well, only one of these 3 are 9s, and one of these, sorry, blues, and then one of these 2 are blue because of the 2, meaning this is not blue. I have 2 with a break, I can get rid of those. I have a completed 3, and I can force this to be blue to appease the 2. A completed 2, a completed 3. I have 2 to go. Alright, so exactly one of these is blue, and then one of the other 4 is blue? Is this deducible? Did I accidentally cross out a number when I shouldn't have? Oh, you know, I actually might have messed up. No, I didn't mess up. Remember this 9? The 9 implies that this is not a blue. I think I did the 9 right, I just didn't mark this one. The 2 is now complete. And actually, this does help out a little bit more. There's 2 remaining, meaning that one, well, this has to be blue because exactly one of these 4 is blue. And this leaves us with a 10. Let's do a little math. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So the 10th one is one of these 3, meaning this one is good, and the 3 is complete, so we can knock this out. The 2 is complete, meaning that this is a blue. And see, I told you guys, it wasn't even that hard. What a cool puzzle. It all just kind of logicked its way together. You know, it took 25 minutes, but hey, I mean, I was doing it slowly just for following along. I mean, I'm no expert at these, but I have played a lot of Minesweeper in my time, so I know a good amount about the game. This is just a wonderful puzzle. Absolute insanity. Well, yeah, that's Hexcells. Maybe I'll do a stream of it. I don't know if I'll do another video unless if people go insane over it, but it might be fun to just do a chill stream solving some hexagonal Minesweeper. I love this game, truly, and I would love to do more of it. So thank you guys all for watching. Hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you all in the next video. Peace.